Dear students, in my last lecture, we discussed about the difference between mission and vision. Today, we are going to discuss about the objectives and goals. Objective and goals are the end results which our organization strives for, and since there may be difference between ways in expressing end results like market leadership or certain percentage of increase in sales in a particular year. The question is for which results the term objective should be used and for which results the term goal should be used. This problem arises because these two terms are used in variety of ways and many of them are conflicting. These two terms are interchangeably meaning one and the same thing. Therefore, there is no difference between these two terms like between objectives and goals. To make distinction between long-term and short-term orientation, these prefixes are used either with the objectives or goals. Second, some authors use goals as the long-term result, which an organization seeks to achieve, the objective as the short-term results. So therefore, some authors can use goals as the long-term results which an organization seeks to achieve and objectives as the short-term results. Third, some writers reverse the usage referring to objectives as the desired long-term results and goals as the desired long-term results. So objectives and goals defined in this way convey two different concepts. The difference between these two concepts is important because management needs both of these concepts. Difference can be, I mean, discussed with the four bases on the basis of four bases. First basis, time frame. Objectives are timeless, enduring, and unending. Goals are temporal, time phased, and intended to be superseded by subsequent goals because objectives relate to the ongoing activities of an organization. Their achievement tends to be open ended in the sense of not being bounded by time. For example, survival objectives of a business organization is not completely attained since failure is always a future possibility. Second basis of difference is specificity. Objectives are stated in broad and general terms, dealing with matters of image, style, and self perception. These are aspiration to be worked in the future. Goals are much more specific, stated in terms of particular results that will accomplished by a specific date. In the above example, survival as an objective is not very specific because it leads to different interpretation of the state of survival. On the other hand, we can say goals can be expressed in terms of, say, achievement of percent growth in the net sales in the next year. So this is more specific and time bound. It is also focus. Organizations are usually stated in terms of some relevant environment which is external to the organization. Goals are more internally focused and carry important implications about how resources of the organizations are utilized or will be utilized in future. So therefore objectives are more generalized statements like maintaining market leadership striving continuously for technologically superiority, etc. Goal may imply a resource commitment, requiring the organizations to use those resources in order to achieve the desired outcomes. Fourth basis of to differentiate them is measurement. Both objectives and goals can be stated in terms which are quantitatively measured, but the character of measurement is different. Generally, quantitative objectives are set in relative terms. For example, Reliance Industry has puts its objectives like this to acquire top position among the Indian companies. So these objectives may not be achieved in any one year, but it is timeless and externally focused, providing a continuing challenge for the company. Quantitative goals are expressed in absolute terms. For example, a company has stated its goal to achieve 10% growth in its sales in the next year. So the achievement of this goal may be measured irrespective of environmental conditions and competitors' action. If you see the hierarchy of objectives, there are various hierarchy of objectives. Starts from the individual level objective, then sectional objectives, then departmental objectives, then objectives in key results area, after that organizational objectives, and after that organizational mission comes, and after the organizational mission, visionary long term concepts of organization will come up, and at the last socio-economic purpose will come. So this is how the hierarchical of objectives goes from bottom to top. So this is all about the planning function of management. Thank you so much.